So well, I suppose, first of all, Callan, you knew this was coming.
Yep.
Was that contact probably some of the crispest you've made a little bit better in your football career?
Yeah, I mean, just a bit of a mistake really. Didn't expect the ball to drop so much. I just got too much contact on it. Yeah, a bit of mistakes happen. Luckily we won. So.
How's your confidence been this season, sort of taking that mantle from Corica the last sort of month and a half?
Yeah, I mean, it's been good. Hiroki's a good player, so I've always got to be pushing myself, and that's what I've been doing in training. And yeah, Hiroki's been injured. I've stepped in. And, yeah, my confidence is high.
Do you feel like you've really been helping your chances for all white squad come sort of June, July next year?
Yeah, obviously, the more minutes you get, the more likely you're going to get selected for that all whites team. And yeah, that's just something I've been missing in the past when it comes to selection. So now with those minutes, hopefully, Baze is having a good look at me for that team.
The extended minutes sort of helped with that for you as well, because it was slightly unexpected. You didn't know that the rookie would be injured, but you kind of got that extended time.
What do you mean by that? Sorry?
So does that help with your confidence, or even with playing? Because you're not, sometimes if you're in and out of a team, it's not quite the same as having that extended time while you've had that spot.
Yeah, I mean, sitting behind Hiroki, he's the captain. He's going to be picked first when it comes to right back. So, personally, I know I'm good enough to play that starting spot. So it was just, a matter of time when I get the chance. And yeah, the past weeks I've had my chance.
And how do you make sure that you kind of keep it? Obviously, you don't know how hard it's going to go, so is it just do what you do, or is it that you sort of still are in that competition with him?
Look, I focus on myself. I push myself in training, try to play as well as I can, and I think as long as I keep playing well, I'll keep that spot.
How do you think the team's going?
Yeah, good. To be honest, I thought periods of the Central Coast game was some of the best football we've played with the ball. I mean, that first 15 minutes, I think they barely touched the ball. We've just got to make sure of clean sheets. I didn't help with that in the weekend just been, but clean sheets wins you games, and we just need to get back to that like we were last season. I think, we're just missing out on those clean sheets because we're always going to score with the players we have up front.
You have a moment like you did. It takes a lot of courage to dig yourself out of it and put it out of your mind. How did you do that?
To be honest, I didn't. It was in the back of my mind the whole game. But I was playing well up until that point, and I just thought, just keep doing what you're doing, keep getting on the ball. The worst thing I could have done is hit hide. I just needed to push forward.
And on the World Cup, how often are you thinking about that? Is that sort of in the back of your mind every day, or what's it like?
Nah, I wouldn't say back of my mind. It's very much in my mind. That's a huge goal of mine. So I think most days I think about it. I come into training trying to better myself, try to play well. Just gotta put my best foot forward for it.
First of all, Steve, a relief to get one in the bag after a little mishap there from Callan, but I guess saved there from Sam Cosgrove here at the end.
Yeah, I think the performance was very good. So, especially with the ball. Obviously disappointed we conceded that goal because it was our fault. They're a good player or anything like that. But it was nice that's the perfect goal, I think, from Lockie Brook. Great ball into the box and Sam, diving header, which was great. But the first goal was very good as well, with Francis cutting inside and Jesse, making a good run and finishing off.
Callan mentioned that he thought that was some of the best football you've played, sort of in Auckland's time as a club. Do you sort of see it that way?
It was good. I'm not sure it's the best football that we've played, but I think it was very good. First half performance, first 20-25 minutes was very good. And they went on with the game. That's it's a away game. The boys played well. We didn't concede many shots on target. I don't think they had too many. So that's a good sign. Still little bit disappointed, like I said, with the goal that we did concede, because we pride ourselves on trying to keep clean sheets, and it's been a few games that we've done that now. So it's important that we go back to defending, for our lives, and with the ball you can see what we can do, and we've got good going forward and good attack and good balls into the box, and we can create problems for other teams.
But another Friday game this week.
Yeah.
How do weeks sort of change when you have to play Friday? And I guess following on from last Friday's game and Friday this week, how do you spend those weeks?
I love Friday nights. It's good, especially after a win. You can just watch the other games and see how they go. But obviously with the travel that we have to take into consideration, it doesn't matter if it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But it's just about making sure these away games, especially, that we give them the amount of time to recover and get ready to go again.
What have you thought of Callan since he's come in?
Doing a very good job. Obviously, he's keeping Oroki out at the moment. Oroki got some minutes, which was great for us, and the team need him. Obviously, he's the leader and the captain, and it's good to have him back. And but for me, Callan's been doing an excellent job. I think I would say maybe one game he wasn't at his best, but other than that, he's pushing obviously very hard to get into the All Whites team. He sees a chance there, and we believe that he's good enough for that. But he needs to continue doing what he's doing at the moment, and that's playing really well, getting forward, defending for his life, and making sure the team wins.
Have you noticed he's improved since last season?
Oh, he's got more game time. Obviously, that helps as well. He's a confidence player, and he needs games. And even last season when he come on, he never let us down, and that's a great sign. Good character, and this obviously with the injury to Roki for 6 weeks, 7 weeks, that he's had an opportunity now to show what he's got, and I'm very pleased with it.
You feel like Sam's turned the corner the last 2 games?
Sam was fine from the start. You guys are the ones that is turning the corner. I don't know what corner he had to turn. He's on. He had 3 games, 3 goals in 6 games. So I think now he's got 4 and 8. That's what we expect from him. He's getting fitter. He's working hard, and he's scoring goals. He probably should be on more goals than what he is. I think Redder's made some fantastic saves against him on the weekend against Central Coast. One from the corner, one from the ball from Francis as well, just before half time. So he's in the right spots. We're starting to find him now, and the actual goal for Sam was brilliant. Lockie's cross was exactly where we wanted it for him to go and attack the ball. So I think he's doing really well.
Yeah, I mean, to rephrase that, it felt like he took a lot of confidence from the derby with the impact he had on that day, and then against Central Coast, you sort of could see what you had planned and buying him for. Those headers and then the goal.
We know exactly what we brought him here for, and he's starting to score the goals. He's working hard for the team, which is what we expect as our front two. And he links up play very well for us. He causes havoc for other teams. You can see that. They've got 1-2 players sometimes on him, which does create space for other people as well.
And is Lachlan is he your number 10 now?
Right at this moment he is. Obviously Guillermo's had the knee problems. He's still not 100%. He's obviously coming on and did a good job as well when he did come on, but right now obviously the team's doing well. Callan's doing well. Lockie in that position is also doing well. He scored one last week and created the one for Sam this week. I think he's doing a good job. But like I said, and I think you can see that the depth that we have on the bench is what we want really. Everyone's back now fit, and you got some good quality on the bench to come on and finish the job off for us.
It feels like this year, attacking wise, this season you've got sort of a plan A, a plan B, a plan C, maybe more than last season. That must be very nice as a coach.
I think we've brought in some different players. I think this year with Lockie is probably a little bit different to what we had last season, because he's different. And Jake's the other one, but he's a centre back. So, but I think we're scoring some really good goals. We're playing well in attack. We're working pretty hard on it in training, so it's starting to pay off. And but also this, we want to score goals, a lot of goals, and we want to not concede any. So it's always evolving, and there's always week to week that you have to keep improving all the time, and we're trying to do that.
Is there a healthy level of competition between Sam and Jesse in scoring goals for the club?
I wouldn't say, there's competition. It's for me, it's about, and I've said it to the players, whoever is in the best position, give them the ball. If Jesse's can't shoot and he wants to lay it off to Sam to score or for someone else, that's what we expect. For me, it doesn't matter who's scoring. Obviously, we want our main striker scoring goals, which he is, but we want him in good positions to score. But we also want our wingers to come up with goals in our 10. And Louis Estrade's come up with 2 goals already this season. He said he's going to score 5 this year, so that's a good sign as well that you get goals from midfield. And obviously set pieces, we need some from our defenders as well scoring. So if you can do all that, and I think you're on the right track.
Have you pushed that number, the 5 for Louis? Has he come to you?
No, Louis actually said that he would score 5 this year. I said, "Oh, you're doing really well and you're scoring goals." He goes, "Yeah, I'm going to score 5 this season." So, that'd be fantastic if he does.
You mentioned earlier in the season that you thought that maybe Sam was getting a bit of a rough ride from the officials.
Yeah.
Do you still think that that's the case?
Yes, but I think they are starting to work it out now that that's happening. I think on the weekend, I think it was fair. I think, we got the fouls when they were there. So, but yeah, definitely at the start, they think he's a big guy, obviously very big guy, that, there's no fouls on big guys. So, which is wrong. They're ganging up on him. They've got 2 bodies around him. They're creating fouls. And now I think he's starting to get the fouls that, we deserve.
Is that a mix of him understanding this league as well as the officials understanding him?
Yeah, I think so as well. But more the officials, I think, you just got to play what you see. If it's a foul, it's a foul. It doesn't matter if he's 6'5" or 5'5".
How do you think Jesse's going, Steve?
Excellent. He's doing really well. Obviously, he got his 2nd goal of the season. Again, his numbers work-wise is exceptional. So we wanted to continue that. We wanted to continue scoring goals and getting into scoring opportunities, which he is. I think he's leading the table for most shots on target. So that's a very good sign for him and us as well, that we're creating these chances. And I think he's causing havoc as well with his speed for defenders. So he's doing really well.
Jesse, it must have been a relief to see Sam Cosgrove's here to go in and see how we make Callan's little mishap there on the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, what a header, first of all, and what a cross from Lockie. It was a good build-up. And Sam obviously has unbelievable quality in the air, and he tucked that one away nicely.
I asked Steve, but do you feel there's a healthy level of competition between you and Sam and getting on the score sheet?
Yeah, of course. You always want to score, but you also want to provide for your teammates. And I think the main thing for us is it doesn't matter who puts it in the back of the net. It's just about getting the 3 points, which we did.
And I think Steve there just mentioned that you might have the most shots in the league this season. Was there a sort of a target or something spoken about before the season started about really just firing away shots whenever you can, just sort of, I guess, making yourself as much of a threat as possible?
Yeah, I think I'm getting myself in good positions and getting lots of shots and lots of opportunities, which is good. There wasn't necessarily that aim to get more shots. I think I've just found myself in the better positions this year to take the shots, so I think, that's why.
And do you sort of feel more comfortable in an Auckland shirt this season than you did maybe last season?
I do. I think the pre-season helped me a lot. Last year I was a bit in and out with injury, so this year has been a bit more fluid and I've played every game, so it has given me a lot of confidence and I've taken that into the season.
And then you're going up against Costa for West Sydney on Friday, and both of you will be vying for one of those attacking spots at the World Cup. Do you feel that this is an opportunity to maybe prove yourself a little bit and get one over him?
No, I think every game for me is about just doing the best I can. I think if you get caught up in other people or other situations, then you're only shooting yourself in the foot, in my opinion. So for me, it's just about focusing on what I do every game, and that's what's going to get me good places today.
Can you tell us how the goal unfolded?
Yeah, so I think Franny, you're talking about my goal? Franny obviously turned it to Messi there for a second and gave me a nice pass through. I wasn't really expecting it. I thought it was going to go the other way, but outside of the foot, and then I finished it off.
It's a different kind of move, wasn't it, from Franny to come inside like that? We haven't seen much.
Yeah, he does it. He does it a lot, kind of further back in the pitch. I guess you wouldn't necessarily see him driving through the middle that high up the field, probably. Usually he's around the outside of me, so it was a bit different this time. And we've been working on combinations, so it was good that one came off.
How is your combination going with him?
Good, very good. I think we have a good understanding. We're still learning with each other, and we can always get better. But I think that's growing.
How's the ankle?
Good. Good.
No problems?
Yeah, no problems.
And just in general, how was the All Whites trip for you? I know it's a little while ago now, but how was that experience?
Awesome. Those trips are something, and to play those types of teams, Colombia and Ecuador, and New Zealand in a New Zealand shirt is so special. Playing against such unbelievable players and with such unbelievable players is an experience I don't think I'll ever forget. So, extremely proud to put on the white jersey.
And just generally, how are you feeling about your game? You know, your confidence and everything else.
Yeah, feeling confident. Like I said before, in pre-season, that helped my confidence a lot. Just playing lots of games and getting good combinations with the boys and learning how different players play. And now we're at a stage where we've done it for 5-6 months, so feeling confident. Yeah.
How often do you think about the World Cup?
Honestly, not that often. I do, of course I do. I'm human, but I think what's going to get me there is what I'm doing now. So I think thinking about it too much isn't a good thing, and it's about being present here, and that's what's going to get me there.